Okay, boys and girls, today we're doing 13-2, converting customary units of capacity. Capacity is when things are basically filled up to the top. So if you have a gallon of milk filled up to the top, it's filled to capacity. We're going to be converting from bigger to smaller, just like yesterday. So we're going to be multiplying every single time. And I put it in order here from smallest to largest. So fluid ounces is the smallest. It's abbreviated FLOZ. Then to get bigger, it's cups, then pints, then quarts, then gallons. Think of a gallon of milk that you might have in your refrigerator. That's the biggest. You should probably write this down so you have it. Over here, they give you a table, like a conversion chart, which honestly, I don't really like. I would rather you use this. So I drew a picture of this big G, and you should all draw it and keep it near you. So I put a really big G for gallon. Inside the gallon are 4 Qs, which are the quarts, kind of like queens. And then inside each queen or quart are 2 princes. See the P's for pint? There's 2 pints inside every quart. And I'm going to kind of zoom in. And inside every quart, there are the 2 pints, like I said, but there's also 2 cups. You see the C's? 2 cups inside each pint. So you can use this chart and you can answer any question at all relating to conversions. So for instance, if you want to know how many cups were in a quart, you can look and you can say, oh, inside the Q, I see 4 C's. So there's 4 cups in a quart, or there's 2 cups in a pint, or there are 4 quarts in a gallon, or there are 4 pints in a gallon. So you may want to pause this and rewind it and listen to me a couple times to make sure you understand that. The only thing not on this chart is this. You need to know that 1 cup equals 8 fluid ounces. Ounces are the smallest. So now let's do some problems. Okay. So 7 quarts. They want to know how many cups there are. Well, you need to know how many cups are in a quart. And as I drew before, if you look at this, if you count all the C's in a quart, that would be 4. So you go back over here and you multiply by 4. So this would be 7. It'd be helpful if I pushed a button. 7 times 4. Now you want to know about gallons to cups. Well, how many cups are in a gallon? Let's see. I got my big G, and if I added up all those C's, I would have 4, 4, 4, 4. That's 16. So I need to do 12 times 16. Then I have 3 3/4 gallons equals how many pints? Okay, so I need to look at how many pints are in a gallon. Okay, well, if I look, I see 8 P's. I go back over here, so it's 3 3/4 times 8. And you use the distributive property just like we did yesterday. So something like this. 3 times 8 plus 3/4 times 8. Okay? And then you do those two and then you add up the products of each. Okay? 9 cups equal how many fluid ounces? Well, I told you there were 8 fluid ounces in a cup. So you just do 9 times 8. Okay? Let's go over here. It gets a little bit harder. 2 3/4 pints, this one right here, equals how many fluid ounces? Well, you got to think about it. How many fluid ounces are in a cup? Well, that would be 8. So you do 8 times 2. Okay? Okay. The reason why you do that is because there are 2 cups in a pint. So there are 8 fluid ounces in 1 cup, okay? And there are 2 cups in a pint. So that would be 16 fluid ounces in 1 pint. So 8 times 2 equals 16. So you're going to do 16 times 2 3/4. And just use the distributive property the way we did over here, the same exact thing, a mixed number times a whole number, okay? If you do that, you should get 44. Okay, 3.5 pints equals how many fluid ounces? Well, let's go back again. There are 8 fluid ounces in a cup. So that would be 8. And there's 2 cups in a pint, so that would be 8 times 2 is 16. And you would do the 16 times 3 1/2. So last thing I want to do is bring you over to here. The question is, how many fluid ounces are in 1 pint? Well, I just showed you over here that there are 16 fluid ounces in 1 pint. So I'm going to just do 16 times 1 1/2, and it would be 16 times 2 1/2, 16 times 3 1/2, all the way along. Over here, they want to know how many cups are in a quart. Okay, well, cups in a quart. Let's see. Cups in a quart. Well, here's a big Q, and I see 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 cups in a quart. So I would do 1 1/2 times 4, 2 1/2 times 4. I hope this helps you. Just find out how many units of the smaller one are in the bigger one. And then whenever you get that number, multiply it by the other number, and you should get your answer. So good luck, guys.